Another year over, a new one about to begin. Will a new year bring about a new year though? Are you happy with the person you are? Regardless, it's good to know what 2018 will have in store for you. Maybe you'll strike it rich and find the love of your life. Expert astrologer has exactly what you need, as he has the horoscopes for all star signs in 2018. His readings cover health, love and work and money. To see the full range of Justin's services, head to his website. Capricorn love. You may have stopped believing in love. You have kissed enough frogs. All there is the dog. Everyone else has gone. Does that sum it up? It's Saturn in Capricorn then, which tends to make you feel alone, not by choice. The new moon on the 17th of January should bring out the romance in you. However, it will probably be when the Sun makes sensational links to both Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn on the 29th of April and the 11th of May, and around the 25th of August and the 11th of September, that you rejoice, and when personally, you have never felt so exposed. Work and money. Is there really such thing as an unambitious Capricorn? Not that you are ever satisfied with career success alone or possessions. Though you should have plenty of both and enough money this year, even if disaster strikes. Likewise, you might have to be a bit thrifty and fight for what is rightfully yours, particularly in late January and the end of July. Financially, however, you should make an absolute fortune in 2018, mainly by taking responsibility for your own future. The opportunity of a lifetime could materialize sometime around March 31st. It comprises everything you have dreamt of, and more besides. Health. Regardless of how happy you are, you may have built up a resistance to fitness and exercise. Nevertheless, how you function is all in the brain. In the meantime, Saturn currently in Capricorn means you may be feeling a bit low as this year begins. Therefore, it is crucial that you try yoga, aerobics, get plenty of fresh air, anything that increases serotonin levels. The period of the year when you are most susceptible to stresses and strains is around the end of May and beginning of June. Fortunately, this is a year when life satisfaction and personal well-being is guaranteed. Call 09036 582001 for a weekly reading. 75 per minutes. Access charge. Aquarius love. You may have been around the block a few times, been flogging a dead horse, made too many compromises. If that's true, then you could be in for a pleasant shock. The new moon in Aquarius just after Valentine's Day looks to remind you of the last time you broke up with someone. Instead, what you seem to have is the genuine article, unless you are in denial. While what happens around the middle of June should fill your soul with joy. A long-distance relationship must be given a chance, even if it means moving from the house you love. Work and money. With Jupiter positioned in Scorpio throughout 2018, you should be in gainful employment. True, even the most professional among you will have to overcome a few obstacles at the close of April. Not so promising. After that, you should climb the next rung of the ladder, and may be offered the moon. Some of you could also decide to work from home this year, though this won't affect your income. In fact, you are bound to feel more secure and have further resources available, particularly in late September. Business is booming, and you should be on your knees in gratitude. Health. The full moon as early as the 2nd of January may coincide with a time of general apathy, and when you are not feeling too healthy. Indeed, there were lengthy periods when you had to take time off work last year, though thankfully, once the Sun enters Aquarius on the 20th, you should look and feel great, and not suffer from any major sickness during the duration of 2018. Barring the odd headache or minor ailment around late June, you should be in peak condition, and keep misery at bay. Staying busy is what you should be aiming for every day. Call 09036 582002 for a weekly reading. 75 per minutes. Access charge. Pisces love. Just when the last piece of your heart has been turned into jagged glass, you stage a comeback. Yes, you have also been stabbed in the back, and with friends like that. But many Pisces could become engaged, remarried, and manage to maintain a functioning relationship in 2018. Events or developments during the first week in January suggest that your feelings are deep. Real deep. Whilst the 2nd, 4th, 13th, and the 17th of March are all days when you speak of love as if you mean it. One of the happiest times comes in July, the 5th, 8th, and 13th to be precise, and practice makes perfect. Work and money. True, you may be showing signs of wear and tear. Nevertheless, it will probably be around the lunar eclipse on January 31st that you decide to pursue a new job or take the first opportunity that comes along. Remember, Saturn has just moved out of Sagittarius, so you won't encounter nearly as many problems in your career. Indeed, some success is guaranteed, including an unfulfilled dream around the 29th of May. Financially, you must be more prudent, though your needs will be provided for. A joint arrangement should be agreed on the 31st of March. Though money can change people, even you. Health, don't worry, you can be happy. The key if you are a Pisces is care and love, something you haven't had enough of, maybe through bad life choices and other vices. By contrast, you should be in a healthy place in 2018. What you need is to be more physically active on a daily basis and take up any classes that may enhance your body shape or weight. As long as it doesn't become an obsession, and of course, there is no use punishing yourself at the gym. The best time to begin a new fitness regime is around February 18th. Call 09036582003 for a weekly reading. 75 per minutes. Access charge. Aries, love your unflinching honesty, which on occasions makes others positively cringe, may not have had the desired effect. However, this should be an uplifting time, even if your domestic life is a mess. Some perplexing questions will be answered nearer your birthday, and it seems that someone is obsessed. Is that someone due to a rare lunar eclipse on July 27th? It's doubtful that a personal relationship will be the same again. There is gladness of heart, while an ex is nowhere to be seen. Finally, the full moon in Aries on the September 25th marks the end of a complex chapter. Work and money, whatever ambitions you harbor, it's time to aim as high as you possibly can. And so you shall, with typical single-minded determination. Even though what has just happened could have blindsided you, or coincided with a rare and spectacular failure. Poor ego. No doubt you have a point to prove. A major career move will occur as early as the 17th of January. Your tarnished reputation is restored. Moreover, Jupiter remains in Scorpio until November, and you should have some astonishing luck. Cash matters are particularly well starred around May 15th, the 5th of July, and August 25th. The dosh keeps rolling in. Health, you are supposed to be full of vitality. Instead, on occasions, you may complain of extreme tiredness, apathy, and can't even muster the energy to get out of bed. And yet, with Uranus in Aries throughout 2018, it is time to adopt a high-tech approach to health and fitness and forget the standard treadmill. Besides that, happiness is rather contagious, the new wonder drug, as you should certainly catch the bug, especially once the Sun enters Aries on the 20th of March. Even those of you who are going through some kind of midlife crisis are over the worst. Call 09036582004 for a weekly reading. 75 per minutes. Access charge. Taurus, love your private life will explode, especially once Uranus enters Taurus on May 15th. A rare enough event and the stuff of dreams. Of course, others will laugh, but then they haven't trod your path. Although loving yourself is way more important, particularly if you don't feel you deserve to be loved. You won't be starved of affection, though you should dispose of any dubious associations in March. After which, your birth month is the moment of truth. The best news is that Jupiter remains in Scorpio throughout most of this year, and you should dismiss one relationship when it suddenly appears. Work and money. After 2 years of financial insecurity, you should manage to build a better future. The new moon on February 15th should coincide with a career offer and the opportunity to earn a proper wage. Strange to relate, your cautious attitude to money will change, and you seem less miserly. Both property and business interests are starred at the end of July. You are lucky you're no longer stuck in negative equity. Though moving or even working abroad could be the best investment of time, energy and resources. There is a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Health, as a Taurus, you may be used to a sedentary existence, slow and generally plodding existence, only moving when necessary. A bit harsh, admittedly. Maybe you have exhausted your store of excuses. Exercising outdoors is highly recommended, and 2018 is certainly the year when you should enjoy more sunshine, holidays and freedom. It will probably be around the last week of April that you take a big step towards health and happiness, by breaking the habits of a lifetime. The benefits of cutting down on calories is obvious, and maintaining your normal weight will hardly be a chore. Call 0903658200054 weekly reading 75 per minutes access charge. Gemini love. Because of your fickle nature, you are often the cause of heartbreak. Romance is a tricky business, and it comes as little surprise that 2018 will be full of highs and lows. Still, you may prove all of the cynics wrong. A lifelong commitment is your best chance of happiness. For better or worse, you could propose first. Whatever your relationship status, the full moon on March 31st signifies that someone refuses to take no for an answer. But it will probably be sometime around the new moon in Gemini on June 13th that you are lovesick for the right reasons. Work and money. You may start the year chronically short of money. However, any financial anxieties will swiftly be allayed, despite developing expensive tastes. Don't stop grafting. You love your job. Grasp every opportunity. Support will arrive magically around January 17th. Not only will business pick up, but a lucrative deal should be agreed on the 13th of March. True, there is one tricky phase to navigate in late June, after which you can anticipate a few surprises at work, and your value should soar on July the 5th to be precise. Jupiter in Scorpio until November will ensure that you are not deprived. Health. You normally don't worry about your figure, sugar junkie that you are. Nor is there any point renewing the gym membership you rarely use. Even so, this is the year to whip yourself into shape, and switch your diet to health shakes and the like. No more burgers and fries. Happiness is the holy grail, you cannot lie. However, you could be so surprised by how a healthy mind does it every time if you are a true Gemini, and how anxiety suddenly disappears early in 2018 when you realize what the real problems or issues are. Call 09036582006 for a weekly reading 75 per minutes access charge. Cancer love. After the madness and personal disasters of the past few years, 2018 could be your best year. True, with Pluto and now Saturn in Capricorn, your opposite sign, there could be some tests and trials, but also tears of joy. The full moon in Cancer as early as January 2nd will force you to prove your loyalty. By the time the Sun moves into Cancer on the 21st of June, what you have invested emotionally will not have been invested. Plus, with Jupiter in Scorpio until November, even a love that was doomed to failure has survived, while another is cast aside. Work and money. The revolutionary planet Uranus continues to make this a time of surprises in your career. The difference this year is that you should enjoy greater security, and are building something for the future. In particular, the new moon in Aquarius on February 15th, and what is jointly agreed approximately 6 months later on the 27th of July has the capacity to transform your fortunes overnight. The best news is that Saturn has recently moved out of Sagittarius, and with prudence, hard work and a spot of luck, this could be your most successful year to date. A life of luxury awaits. Health. How to satisfy those hunger pains or other cravings. Like every Cancerian, it's how you feel inside that matters. Compared to recent times, you should be a proper ray of sunshine. More cardiovascular exercise and smaller calories, of course it all helps. The real key is less emotional pain, and here the happiness graph rises as this year begins. Last but not least, a new fitness and diet routine is essential if you want to stay beautiful. Cosmetic surgery you can rule out. The end of June is really when you should start to work tirelessly on looking and feeling your best. Call 09036582007 for a weekly reading 75 per minutes access charge. Leo love. You may have found the love of your life. However, it could be a bit one-sided. Does the other person even know? Oh, never mind. You need to get the timing right. The new moon soon after Valentine's Day sounds like the perfect excuse to turn up the heat. Even though the ache in your heart will continue until mid-April. It's like déjà vu all over again, but also a totally new experience. However, it is planetary activity in Leo, including a rare solar eclipse on the 13th of July, that the real melodrama begins. You might want to throw the biggest party. Work and money. What occurs early this year may catch you unaware, or you could be staring failure in the face. In truth, this is a prime opportunity for you to completely alter the working pattern of your life. After a time of harsh realities, you cannot be shackled to the past, and what the difference a few weeks makes. Since, by the new moon on March 17th, your future security is assured. What's more, a career move is indicated in May. Speculate to accumulate should be your motto throughout 2018. There should be occasions when you feel you have won the jackpot. Health: start as you mean to go on. Reverse the cycle of all those years of unhealthy living. Even then, the combination of the Sun and in particular Saturn in Capricorn as January commences may force you to pay some kind of penance. The smoking, drinking, binge eating and anything else that used to be a pleasure has to cease. You won't recognize yourself in the near future. You need to circle the 27th and the 28th of June in your diary. The transformation of mind, body, and soul should certainly be complete, without a military-style operation or taking any drastic measures. Call 09036582008 for a weekly reading, 75 per minutes. Access charge. Virgo: love. With Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn, you may have to learn what love is over and over again, even if it's not returned or reciprocated. You have been warned. A born romantic, you may not be, but when it comes to amour, you could show everyone how it's done this year. With the full moon in Virgo on March 2nd, and the new moon on the 17th, you should respond on cue. Failure to communicate could make somebody flee until May, when a fateful meeting is indicated. The summer is extraordinary. It's a potent brew when two people are truly meant to be. Work and money: you may feel you undelivered this last year. It's not a crisis. You are sure to be in demand in 2018, and earn more, without having to work so hard. Those looking to leave their jobs, an opportunity could arise as early as February. Money isn't the main criteria, and you should have all that you desire. Circle the 17th and 18th of April in your diary, for in some ways you are about to join the elite. Sign here: maybe you don't aspire to be a high achiever too late. Chances are, you'll have more than your share of admirers. Health: Virgos have a reputation for being a gluten-free, walking medical encyclopedia and health freak. All that has gone out the window as you struggle to stay in shape or feel past your sell-by date. The key in 2018 is to free yourself of worry, cynicism and skepticism which is clogging up your mind, and possibly your arteries. In other words, live free. The period around February 15th is a time to not only shed the pounds, but old methods, none older than a pessimistic outlook. Then by or around the summertime, you should be firing on all cylinders. Call 09036582009 for a weekly reading, 75 per minutes. Access charge. Libra: love. Where love is concerned, you admit that you suffer from the classic Libran trait of people-pleasing. That doesn't lessen the pain or the feeling of separation you are experiencing. Yet 2018 will be a year of personal triumph. The new moon soon after Valentine's Day is when you are no longer pining. While what happens in June is when things really turn romantic, especially if you're traveling. There are sure to be a few heart-on-your-sleeve moments between July 27th and 11th of August. Tying the knot or getting down on one knee wasn't part of the plan. Work and money: too much stress, too little money and endless worry. You didn't sign up for this. However, it seems that a lifetime of ambitions are about to be realized, even if others still believe you'll amount to nothing. Count your lucky stars. The full moon on the 2nd of January is when you should set your sights on the real prize, even if you have to wait until the summer before you are truly recognized. But it's whenever Jupiter is brilliantly aspected, as it is on March 13th, the 5th of July, and September 11th, it has the greatest effect on your fortunes and financial affairs. Health: your response to unhappiness is to remain in the house alone, avoid human contact and any form of exercise. Therefore, 2018 is the year to connect with your environment, learn to love yourself and make good health your main priority. The ebb and flow of your moods, which as any Libra knows is like a seesaw, should improve greatly this year. The new moon on March 17th is when you should hit the ground running, literally. While the end of August is when, having tackled your insecurities, you seem lean, mean, and as fit as a flea. Wasn't that easy? Call 09036582010 for a weekly reading, 75 per minutes. Access charge. Scorpio: love. With Jupiter in Scorpio throughout this year, you should be more free-spirited and not quite so uptight. Besides, you need to decide what you want, what's important, and if it doesn't feel right, why waste your time? No doubt, what takes place around the 13th of March will prove rather exciting, even if you are only flirting. It will probably be the influence of Uranus in Taurus from the 15th of May that shakes up your private life, though you certainly won't be deprived of happiness. There are further surprises in September when your nearest and dearest realize you have moved on. Work and money. With Jupiter, the planet of good fortune, in Scorpio until the autumn, you should be entirely untouched by the recession. In fact, this is a year to reach for the stars. There are opportunities galore, even as early as January 31st. After that, your confidence will grow like seldom before. However, don't be surprised if you are forced to renege on a contract in June. But there are 2, not 1 revenue streams coming in. Not to mention a change of job around September 25th, or thereabouts. It's a huge shift for you and recognition for all your hard work. Health. With Jupiter in Scorpio until late November, life should be more enjoyable than usual. You won't be forced to endure a grueling routine like the year before. However, the tendency is to put on weight, a habit you need to break out of. Still, providing you don't get carried away, you should manage to maintain a healthy lifestyle. New Age treatments may keep any ailments at bay. Happiness comes through freeing up some headspace and taking more holidays. The period around the 16th and the 18th of April is when you should face the fact that feeling great comes at a price. Call 09036 582011 for a weekly reading. 75 per minutes access charge. Sagittarius love. You may be the real Bridget Jones, who surely has to be a Sagittarian, or the male equivalent. You know all of those embarrassing moments and romantic regrets. A heart of stone, you are not. Even though what occurs in your personal world around the 29th and 31st March, and the 16th, the 18th of April is both comical and somewhat chaotic. By far the best time as far as your love life is concerned, apart from late July, is at the end of September. As if it couldn't get any better, you and somebody will embrace your new destiny together. And it's happy ever after. Work and money. You may have ended up cash-strapped or trapped in a dead-end job. Now you fear the chop. It's the opposite. A marvelous opportunity will present itself in mid-January, and you should take a stab at it, though you're not doing it purely for the money. Not only that, you should get to the top as March commences, now that you have the experience. Without doubt, the period around the 29th of April, the 11th of May, the 25th of August and September 11th will be the most lucrative. If you can live within your means, you have nothing to worry about in 2018. Health. Saturn recently moved out of your own birth sign. Despite a weakened constitution, symptoms of depression, and feeling weak at times, you should be full of vim and vigor this year, sleek and lithe as nature intended. It might be worth trying alternative medicine, get your chakras aligned, and if necessary a course of multivitamins. Rubbish. Refuse to buy into the faddish culture. It's overrated. It's less emotional distress that is the key to your happiness and overall fitness in 2018. Make a mental note of the 15th of May and the 24th of October. Defy doctor's orders, ignore advice to slow down. Call 09036 582012 for a weekly reading. 75 per minutes access charge. Calls cost 75 per minutes access charge. Terms and conditions. All services are 18 and for entertainment purposes. You may receive free promotional messages. Opt out by sending SDOPALL to 61011. SP All Star Psychics Limited. Help Desk 0208 712 7884 or info@allstarpsychics.co.uk. Phone Pay Plus regulated.